Hey Goddess, welcome to Bella Brunch with Bella Gaura, where we discuss important hair care topics and give you an inside look into our business and brand. I'm your host, Bre'anna Wilson. If this is your first time tuning into our podcast, I just want to say welcome. I'm so happy that you could stop by and listen in. Be sure to follow us on Instagram at Bella Gaura and email us any of your questions at hello@bellagaura.com. As I mentioned, my name is Bre'anna, and I'm the founder and CEO of Bella Gaura. Bella Gaura is a small batch handmade luxury hair care brand, and you can check us out at bellagaura.com, and all of our links will be in the podcast notes just to make it easier for you. So today's podcast is going to be different than what I had initially planned for today. This is actually an inspired podcast episode by my most recent wash day. So this is basically like a founder's confession where I talk about whether or not my hair journey has gotten easier for me. So grab your favorite drink and snack, and I'll grab mine, and we will dive into this topic together. Cheers! So as a quick backstory, I've been natural for almost 10 years. It will be 10 years at the end of April of this year, 2022. And I don't want to get too long-winded about it, but my journey has been full of trials and errors, and it has by no means been an easy one. And my hair regimen has also changed a lot over the years, as I've tried to balance what works with a simplified regimen and a quicker, pain-free wash day. Most notably, last year in 2021, I tried a modified water-only wash day routine. And with this regimen, I essentially abandoned shampoos, deep conditioners, and leave-ins as I had this theory that I just wanted to try out. Something consistent that I noticed along my hair journey is that certain products have a tendency to tangle my hair. Some more than others, because literally, my hair would be fine, pretty much free of tangles until I applied certain products. However, when I use water and oil alone, my hair tangles far, far less. Now, with this regimen, I would still use a moisturizer and follow the LOC or LCO method, but I would strongly avoid leave-ins as I felt that they were one of the culprits. So essentially what I would do is I would just wash my hair just with water, and I would apply oil to my hair, and then I would rinse it out, and then I would do the LOC method. But I was just using water, oil, and then my moisturizer. I wasn't using a leave-in. And so in my mind, if I could skip the steps or products that caused my hair to get super tangly, then I could avoid a lot of undue stress. See, I have 4B, 4C type hair. I don't really like using the hair typing system, but I am type 4 and I'm definitely not 4A. So I would have to say 4B, 4C, okay? So it's super kinky and it doesn't take much for it to get tangled. Plus, since I do prefer to heat style and keep my hair stretched, whether it's with a flat iron or just blow drying my hair, my curls don't necessarily clump like they did when I first went natural, because they're no longer trained to clump. They're trained to stretch. And in that sense, my hair is heat trained, but with no curl pattern change. At this point in my journey, I do not have any heat damage, but I have had heat damage in the past, once from a blow dryer and once from using a titanium flat iron. However, right now, my hair is in a very healthy state. But it seems like no matter how healthy my hair is, the one issue that I have to consistently deal with is the dreaded tangling, especially on wash day. I don't really have to deal with a lot of issues throughout the week, especially if my wash day went smooth. But sometimes if I had a lot of tangling on wash day, then I'll still be dealing with tangles here and there throughout the week if I'm choosing to wear my hair out, okay? And usually when I have tangling, it's due to shed hair. It's not necessarily due to like split ends or single strand knots, because honestly, I don't really have many, as when I see them, I do cut them out, and our elixirs really do a great job at keeping those types of things at bay, which is great. So, to speed things along a bit, this new regimen was actually going pretty well. I was indeed getting less tangling, and because I don't use a lot of products on my hair anymore, not shampooing my hair much wasn't creating any real issues for me. But the thing is, my hair just felt like it was missing something, and that something was probably a deep conditioner. So I've slowly been trying to find ways to add back certain things to my regimen with varied success. And I always judge the success of my wash day by the amount of tangles that I have to tackle, because that's really my only issue at this point. A smooth wash day for me is one with very little tangling, and this last wash day was not one of them. So Bre'anna, made the poor decision to try 2 new changes in one wash day. Don't do that. If you're going to try something new, just try one new thing. Don't try multiple new things, because then it's hard to figure out where things went wrong, okay? So I tried washing my scalp with diluted apple cider vinegar, and I used a leave-in conditioner that I previously used back in the day and I loved. Well, one of them caused my hair to tangle, and I'm honestly not sure which, or if it was just a combination of both. Now, to be fair, it wasn't as bad as it's been in the past, so it wasn't a terrible wash day. It just wasn't smooth, okay? But it made me frustrated still, and if I'm being honest, a bit sad. And there was one knot in particular that just really sent me through the roof. I think if it wouldn't have been for that one knot, I would have been okay. But I got so frustrated and I worked so hard to try to get it out, and I just couldn't. And so I did have to end up just cutting it out. Luckily, I only had to sacrifice a couple pieces of hair because I was able to work out the majority of the others, but still, you know? So I did get through the wash day and I was able to move on with my life. So, I've lived to fight another day. And so now the big question, does the hair journey get easier? I say yes, but also no. So many of the issues I had when I first went natural, I don't have anymore, which I'm thankful for. But I still have my challenges. I still like to experiment with my fingers crossed that I don't screw my hair up. And I'm always striving to find things that work for my hair and fit better into my lifestyle. And if I'm being honest, without tooting my own horn too much, creating our elixirs was one of the best moves I've ever made along my hair journey. As I say, Bella Gaura is the sidekick you need for the hair journey ahead. It really does a great job at keeping your hair and scalp as healthy as possible and to limit major setbacks while you take the space you need to love and learn your hair, which is a lifelong process. And so throughout my journey, I have overcome some issues that I've had. So for example, I have these 2 areas in my head that I call my ignorant patches. I said I wasn't going to call it that anymore because I was like, well, maybe they're still ignorant because I keep calling it that. But to explain it, I feel like I have to give it a name. So I don't know. But they have gotten so much better. Those areas of my hair are like in the back of my head, like the back crown part. And they used to get really tangly, break off easily, and it was much thinner. But it has grown out so much, it gets far less tangling, and it blends into the rest of my hair so much better than it used to. So there is progress. Also with my nape, I used to have to shave my nape off because it just would not grow properly. And I've been able to grow out my nape. And so the first layer of my nape that I grew out has actually really caught up with the rest of my hair. And then I've now decided to start growing out the layer that was under that kind of got left behind. And so I started growing that back out in November, and it's coming along pretty well. And so I have been able to overcome some of the challenges that I had with my hair. And so I'm very proud of how far I've come along with my hair journey. but I'm not quite where I want to be just yet. My ultimate goal is full waist length, which I am hoping to be able to achieve by the end of the year because it's just right on the horizon. But honestly, I do think that until I can work out this wash day thing as far as the products I use outside of my beloved water and oils and elixirs, that I'm going to have a bit of a battle. And who knows? I might end up having to just create my own something. I mean, after all, that's how Butterfly Tears and Butterfly Secrets were created. They were created out of a need. And now I need my hair not to tangle so much on wash day. So we shall see where this takes us. Hopefully you all will stay tuned for my hair journey. I try to be as transparent as possible as we are all just here to learn and grow healthy hair together. So there you have it, my founder confession of the day. Thank you so much for joining me on another Bella Brunch episode. I hope you enjoyed it and learned a little bit about my hair journey. Again, if you ever have any questions, feel free to email us at hello@bellagaura.com, and I look forward to answering your questions. Bye, Goddess!